Welcome back, baseball fans, to the 76-7-8-9 Fall Carryover League. It's time for the National League Championship Series between Cinderella and the Philadelphia Phillies. First, to note that the two teams met in the regular season, and they split 4 games. And in the first meeting, in the first game of the first meeting in the regular season, Larry Christensen for the Phillies faced Randy Jones of the Padres. Now, who do you think won that game? Well, you probably know, right? Because we've been talking that Randy Jones has not lost all year. And in that matchup, Randy Jones won. Okay. Let's get through what's been taking place in the National League Championship Series. Game number 1. Let's see what happened in game 1. Opening up in Philadelphia, Randy Jones and Larry Christensen. Second inning, a bunch of Philadelphia singles, 5 of them. Only plates 2 runs, as Maddox ends the inning with a double play. In the 8th inning, Randy Jones is still out there. Solo homer for Maddox, gets his revenge, and Mike Schmidt. 4 runs, more than enough, as Larry Christensen is the star of Game 1 of the National League Championship Series. 8 innings of 2-hit baseball, walk 7. Garber comes in the uneventful 9th, and Cinderella lost a baseball game. Randy Jones falls to 9-1 on the season. Losers of Game 1. Would this go on to spook the Padres or not? Let's see what happens. Game 2. Cinderella is in trouble. Dave Fryslavin versus former Padre Brett Strom. Interestingly, that the Padres are going against some of their former pitchers. They faced Uchinko and the Reds in the divisional round. In this game, both teams seem to make a mark in the 4th inning. The Padres get 4 runs off of Strom and think, okay, we're Cinderella. But the Phils come right back with 4 of their own. And then Fryslavin gets beat up a little bit in the 5th. And then again, it's the Philly home runs. You have Schmidt, red-hot Mike Schmidt, a homer in Game 1, 2 doubles and a homer in Game 2. Another Maddox homer, a Luzinski homer. It's 10-5. And the Phils hold serve at home, as they probably should, as a number 2 seed versus a number 6 seed, even though these Padres, as we know, are wearing Cinderella's glass slipper. So what happens when we move into Yacht Rock country for Game 3? Do the Padres turn the beat around? Let's find out what happened in Game 3. Phils at Padres. Bob Shirley versus Jim Lonborg. Padres get a 2-0 lead early. Phils tie it in the 4th with another home run by Vic Carell. An error run. Phils take the lead in the 6th. Pods take the lead in the bottom. Top of the 7th, excuse me. Another home run by the Phils. This one by Otto Velez. Ties it at 4. Then in the 8th inning, in the sea change moment of the series, it is the Phillies who rally again, showing why they are one of the top teams in baseball, doing what the Reds could not do, which was simply execute their offense. 2-run single by Gary Maddox, looking like a dark horse. Series MVP, either him or Schmidt, maybe. And they bring in Gene Garber, who wasn't needed in Game 2, for a 2-inning save and another uneventful performance for Gene Garber, the probable fireman of the year. 6-4 Phillies. They're up 3-0 in the series. They've already had Randy Jones pitch. He's not due to pitch again until Game 5, if necessary. So it's looking like the clock is striking midnight here for Cinderella, as they are down 0-3, losers of all 3 games thus far in the NLCS. And can Cinderella do the unthinkable and come back 0-3 and win 4 straight? That's the mission. Oh, and by the way, guess who is pitching today? For the Phillies, in a surprise move demotion to the 4 spot of their rotation, Steve Carlton. Steve Carlton pitching in a clinching game and as the number 4 starter after having a very ordinary regular season. The Padres will counter with Kip Young, the rookie. This seems like a mismatch. We don't know how much magic is left in the Padres this year. It's been a remarkable ride thus far, but this is leaving a bitter taste on this young team. Hopefully they can win a game or two and feel good about themselves. But let's see what happens. Let's get going from the land of Yacht Rock, San Diego. Greg Gross leads it off. 111 grounds to third. Gary Maddox, K's. Jay Johnstone, 3-6. Let's take a look at Johnstone's card. Oh my goodness. Homer, 1-2. Double the rest. And a magic 1 appears, and the Phils grab a 1-0 lead. Lazinski, 49, base hit, and with 2 outs, Wayne Cage. This guy's right. That's right, Wayne Cage is the Philly first baseman. Might as well take a look at his card. He had like 98 at-bats, and that's your Phillies first baseman. By the way, the Cincinnati Red first baseman was Bob Beal. Again, it's because these teams, these all-star Phillies and Reds teams, have so much talent at all the other positions, they don't really get around to drafting a first baseman until the end of the draft, and there's slim pickings when you don't already have one. Most teams already make a first baseman a high priority pick early in the draft most years. So, with that said, bottom of the first, in San Diego, Gene Richards leads it off against Carlton. 311's a K. Mike Tyson, 57 K. And Dave Chalk has been bumped up into the 3-hole, trying to give the Padres a spark, but he strikes out. Carlton comes out blazing in the first. Michael Jack Schmidt, 26 Ks. Boa, 310s, right. Will Fong, 1-8 first. Bobby Bonds, 36 Ks. Johnny Grubb, 6'10", catcher's card. Somebody finally made contact off Carlton. There's a 2-4. Foul out. They haven't gotten one past home plate yet. Cito Gaston, 36, is a walk. And Dave Skaggs, 1-9, skies the shallow center. All right, Bob Boone, 1-9, double 1-6 is a base hit. Greg Gross, 57, is a K. Gary Maddox, 55, single 1-9 off the Young card, lines out. And Johnstone, skies the center. Lynn Jones, 1-8, homer 1-8, fly ball and a fly ball. Enzo Hernandez, 38, pops to third. Gene Richards again. 6'10", catcher's card. Boone's a 2-4 again. You're out. Uneventful start. 1-0, Luzinski, 39 Ks. Cage, 39 Ks. Schmidt, 3-6, triple 1-12, double. Let's take a look at Schmidt's card here. Again, he's red hot. He could be a series MVP, particularly if he scores here. Boa, 68. Boa pops to first. Mike Tyson, 65. Second. Dave Chalk, 48. Walks. B. Steeler, not going anywhere. Bonds, 1-5. That is a base hit because you had to hold Chalk. Maybe that's why they moved up to the 3-hole. Get that speed at the top of the lineup. Runners on the corners with a 1-0 lead early. Playing back. Holding Bonds. Well, I guess you got to hold and play back to double play. Grubb. 1-7. Look at Johnny Grubb's card. Huge against lefties and righties, but extra base city against lefties. Triple 1-18, and it's the Padres taking a 2-1 lead. And again, Carlton is looking at the wrong end of the score. Cito Gaston, 35, single 1, line out, and with 2 outs, Skaggs, 2-6. Let's look at the Skag Muncher, Dave Skaggs, base hit, insurance, 3-1. Nice 2-out hit there. Lynn Jones skies the center. 3-1 in the fifth. Rob Wilfong, 64, catcher's card. Skag the 3, E3. Bob Boone, 112 short. Gray Gross, 44. 1/17 is a single. And with 2 outs, Gary Maddox, 57 is a K. Bottom of the 5th. Enzo Hernandez, 65, second. Gene Richards, 311 Ks. Mike Tyson, 67 Ks. We go to the 6th, 3-1 game. Johnstone, the only run of the game thus far, 56, short X. This is Enzo, a 3/16 at short. He makes the play. Luzinski, 46, base hit. Tie run, Wayne Cage, 211. That's a 4-6-3 double play. And this Kip Young guy, he's really struggled this year as well. Both pitchers have struggled since why they're the game 4 pitcher. But it's a well-pitched game thus far. 3-1, chalk, bottom of the 6th. 2-6, short. Again, it was that single off of the double play grounder. That's the difference of the game thus far. Bonds, 411. First, kind of quiet Bonds after a really good regular season. Kind of quiet in the postseason. And Grubb, Ks. 3-1, 7th inning. Mike Schmidt, 2-8. K. No, 2-8 is a K, yes. Boa, 411. Left X. And that's going to be Grubb as a 2E5. Makes the catch. Wilfong, 37 is a K. 7th inning stretch time in San Diego. The optimism abounds as they have a chance to win this game 4 and get their guy Randy Jones out there for a game 5. We're listening to, of course, the Yacht Rock compilation. Yeah, you got that, all right. Bottom of the 7th, Carlton against Gaston. 1-8, base hit. The Skag Muncher, 47 Ks. Lynn Jones, 39, single dot. Carlton just cannot slam the door. Enzo Hernandez, Ks, then with 2 outs. I might just hook him right here. I have a lot to lose. They're going to hook Carlton. You know he's not happy about that, but it's just been an entire year of mediocrity. And the Phils want to sweep, so Carlton's being hooked here with 2 guys on in the 7th inning. Gene Richards really kills lefties here, and we don't want to give up a 4th run. We're going to go with Jim Willoughby. The Phillies have a workable bullpen. Willoughby's a righty, gets lefties out. McLaughlin's reliable, long guy, walks guys. You want him in there with nobody on base. And Garber has been incredible as a closer. Stan Wall's kind of iffy. He's a lefty specialist. But in this case, it's Jim Willoughby in the 7th against Gene Richards, who's better against lefties than righties. With runners at first and second and 2 outs. 56, Richards skies to right field. And that was the right move. So we go to the 8th, 3-1. Kip Young's breaking inning. Al Downing, Steve Foucault warming. And here's Bob Boone. 2-6 for Boone. Grounds to short. Gray Gross. The Phillies have gone quiet here. 4-4. Homer 1/17 double is a single. And just like that, the tie run will come to the plate. And they actually, yeah, Kip Young's not good against righties. And you got Maddox and Luzinski coming up soon. So they're going to pull the kid after 7 1/3. And we're going to go with Al Downing. Take a look at him. Maddox isn't much better against lefties versus righties. He's better against righties. So they're going to bring in the lefty Al Downing with Johnstone on deck for the next 2 batters. Al Downing in the 8th in the 3-1 game. Gary Maddox, runner at first, 1 out. C. Steeler not going anywhere. The pitch to Maddox. 1-7 is a hit off his card. Double 1 is 17 is a double, so he gets the hit lefties and righties. Second and third, and this is the out you want. Johnstone against lefties. Let's take a look at him. Versus Al Downing. They are going to play back with a 2-run lead. And the pitch to Johnstone, 1-4, is a ground ball to second. That gives up the run. So they give up that one by playing back, not winning a single through the infield. So the tying runs at third with 2 outs, and Luzinski's the batter. And this is a measured response. Luzinski hits righties better than lefties. But it's time to bring in your closer, wanting a 4-out save, and that's Steve Foucault. Let's take a look at him. So Foucault comes on. He needs a 4-out save. He has to match the challenge of Gene Garber on the other side of the slate. Closers that can make more than 1-inning saves. So Foucault will face Luzinski with a tying run at third. 2 down in the 8th inning. Pitch to Luzinski. 64 off the Foucault card. Homer 1-11. Double. He rolls a 1 and it's gone. It was the wrong move. The 6-4 was rolled. Al Downing and Kip Young were both 4-4 home runs. The 6-4 home run off a Foucault by Greg Luzinski. It's good to see a core Philadelphia player, probably the best player from the 77 Philly roster. Let's look at his card again. Hit 39 home runs in 77. And if the Phillies were to win this game and go to the World Series, we could talk about how their competition slowly got whittled down in the National League. It's a 4-3 game. Wayne Cage, skies to right field. And do they go with Garber now? I don't think so, because they're up 3 on the series, and Garber just pitched 2 innings in Game 3. So it's up to Willoughby, McLaughlin, and Wall. They somehow get through the 8th and let Garber pitch just a single inning. 4-3. The Phillies take the lead in the 8th. It's Tyson, Chalk, Bonds. I think the Yacht Rockers need an improvement on the song selection. So here we go. Here we go. There we go. Here's some good yacht rock for the Padres to come back on to. Little Albert Hammond action. Never rains in Southern California. Jim Willoughby against Tyson, Chalk, Bonds, and Grubb. I don't think so. He's coming out. Joey McLaughlin will pitch the 8th. Yeah. Can Albert Hammond rescue the Padres season here? Mike Tyson leads off the bottom of the 8th. 37 is a triple off the Tyson card. Let's take a look at it. Mike Tyson's card, 3-7 triple to start the 8th. The Padre fans are apoplectic here. Infield is up for A bunting Dave Chalk. Not gonna bunt though. Chalk, 44 off the McLaughlin card. Homer 1-3 fly ball. That's your sac fly and ties everything up. We got a brand new baseball game. And it's gonna be a battle of bullpens now. Bobby Bonds, 65, second. And Grubb, 311, walks. Cito Gaston, 39 walks. It's the Skag Muncher, 2 on, 2 outs against McLaughlin. 54, center X. But Mannix is a 1E5 in center field. He makes the grab. All right, 4-4 in the 9th. Foucault's relief 2. He gets a reprieve. We could let him go 2 1/3 if needed in their elimination. So it's Schmidt in the 9th. 69, second X. This is temporary hero Mike Tyson. Oh, and he boots the ground ball. Mike Tyson, he just tripled and scored at the bottom of the inning. Boa. Let's do something tricky. Let's hit and run in the 9th inning of a 4-4 game with Larry Boa and Schmidt. The hit and run, he moves the guy up. Would have been a strikeout. So, Mike Schmidt, great base runner, 15 runner, at second base with 1 out. Wilfong and Boone. Here's Rob Wilfong, 49, left. And with 2 outs, it's Bob Boone, 45, skies the center field. Bob the ninth, McLaughlin's a relief 3, he'll stick around. Lynn Jones, 2-9, third. Enzo Hernandez, he will bat. 56, walks, B stealer. Gene Richards, not going to steal off of Boone. Gene Richards, 1-8 is a 6-4-3 double play. Wow, that's a surprise. Not many double plays on the card. He got it there. We'll go extras. And look at Foucault. He's going to trot out for the 10th inning. Gray Gross. 2-6, Gross with a single. Maddox. 66, base hit to left field. Foucault's on fumes. Gross holds at second. About to break. Johnston, Luzinski, Cage, and Schmidt. They don't have a lefty to go to. And it's first and second. I think you got to go full Monty and break this guy. But Johnston, Foucault's good against lefties and righties. He's the best you have. You have to keep going with him. I hope you get a Johnstone double play. 2 on, nobody out. Jay Johnstone. Padres are praying for double play ball here. Let's see what we get. 46 is a strikeout off the Foucault card. All right, now you got the righty Luzinski, who homered in the 8th inning. Greg Luzinski, 2 on, 1 out. 2-5, Luzinski again. Pounds it into the corner. It's going to be double 1 and 10 single. It is a double. Breaking Foucault, second and third. That's just too much. Too much to deal with there for Foucault. Didn't have anything in the 10th inning. Second and third, 1 out. Cage and Schmidt. Yeah, you want to let Wayne Cage bat. They're dreadful. So Steve Mura comes in. He's good against lefties. In the 10th. And he will face Wayne Cage. How about Luzinski with a homer and a double and 3 RBIs in the 8th and 10th innings? He wants to go to the World Series. All right, Wayne Cage is your batter. They got to bring the infield up. 35 is a walk. They are loaded for Michael Jack Schmidt. He wants to go to a World Series. They got to bring it up for Mike Schmidt here. Or maybe not. I think they got to play it back here and hope for the double play. They don't got much to. 37 is a strikeout. So with 2 outs, it's Larry Boa. Muir is good against lefties, so we'll pitch to him. 56 against Muir is a K. Nice kind of relief work from Muir as he surrenders a walk, but otherwise dodges any more damage. And it's 5-4, and we can at last, long last, bring in the 10th inning, the perfect closer, Gene Garber. Maybe he can prevent Mike Tyson from getting another triple. That'd be nice. So you have Tyson, Chalk, Bonds, righty, righty, righty. As far as lefties on the bench, you can go to. And don't forget, Stan Wall, lefty reliever, is still out there in the Philly pen. Should the Padres want to get clever and get a lefty pinch hitter going. So, something to think about. So it'll be Tyson, Chalk, Bonds, Grubb, Gaston. Yeah, they're not going to pinch it for any of these guys. So it's up to Gene Garber to do what Gene Garber does in the 10th inning. Mike Tyson leads it off. All the Philly defense is in there. Mike Tyson, 49 off Garber, is double 1 single, and he gets a single. Wow. Tyson singles, 1-15 runner. Chalk. Do you dare bunt as an A bunter with Bonds and Grubb up next? This guy's walk and strike out. I'm not seeing it. Maybe, yeah, I don't see the bunt here. Bunt to tie in the 10th. It's just that Bobby Bonds only hit .264. Grubb walks a lot. I just don't like surrendering a... But, you know, Garber is so devastating against righties, and Chalk doesn't hit righties very well at all. I think you gotta have to try to get the guy at second base because he is a good base runner. Tyson's a 15 runner, so we're gonna bunt Chalk. And they're now playing for the tie. He rolls a 4, and I think it's a single. Does he get the single as a bunter on the 4? Yes, he does, because they didn't have the infield up. Oh, a huge break for the Padres. A bunt single on the 4 for the A bunter. With the infield, of course, not being up. If the infield was up, because if there was a guy at third, they would have knocked him down to a B. That would have been a sacrifice. So that is a single on the bunt. Unbelievable. Cinderella sticks around for another at-bat. Now you got Bonds. 2 on. First and second, nobody out. Bobby Bonds, the pitch from Garber. 2-2, short B. Oh boy, this is getting interesting. Runners are on the corners. You gotta bring the infield up and hold. For Grubb. Johnny Grubb, not gonna steal, of course. Up and hold, Johnny Grubb, 1 out in the 10th. 34 with the infield up is pitcher A. That's not a double play. The runner from first moves to second. The runner holds at third. Now you got the winning run at second base with 2 outs. And your season very well falls to Cito Gaston. Let's look at his card. Cito Gaston is the Padres season with runners at second and third and 2 outs in the bottom of the 10th inning. Gene Garber is the closer of the year who suffered the indignity of a cheap bunt single in this inning to possibly blow his first save of the season. So here we go. Second and third, 2 outs. Do the Phillies go to the World Series? The answer is... skied into center field. Gary Mathematics, if he can catch a fly ball as a Gold Glove center fielder, then the Phillies are going to the World Series. And Gary Maddox catches the ball. He caught it, believe it or not. He's only a Gold Glove center fielder, a 1E5. And the Padres season ends in into some form of escape. It's all over for the Padres. They put up a huge fight in a Game 4, though they are swept. Boy, the Phillies got a lot of breaks in this thing, and wow. In 10 innings in Game 4, the Phillies do indeed get the sweep. Yeah, that's a tough one there. So Foucault takes the loss in the 10th inning. Mura gave up the walk and 2 Ks. And Foucault gave up 3 hits, a run, and a K in that inning. And didn't allow any other runners. Kip Young, 7 1/3. Who gave up the homer to Lazinski again? Oh, Foucault gave up the homer to Lazinski. I forgot about that one. So you have another hit and run. Oh boy, yeah. And the 2 other runs in the top of the inning are charged Young plus the homer in the first inning. So he gives up 3 runs. 8 hits. Skip Young. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Those runs are all earned. 8 strikeouts. I'll tell you what, the Padre pitchers, 1 walk, 11 strikeouts is usually good enough to get it done, but Garber gets the save. 2 hits with nobody out, and then got the next 3 batters out. That was good work. McLaughlin gets the win. He came in. Yeah, he came in at the start of the inning, gave up the hit, the run, the 2 hit, a run, and 3 walks. Willoughby got the final batter out in the 7th. Carlton was pulled. It's a no decision. Interesting to see what happens with Carlton moving forward as they keep giving him a quick hook once he gets into trouble, as it plays into the World Series. So the Phillies 101-10, 0-1-0-10 for the Pads, 5-12-4-8, 111-5-9. So the Phillies put 13 men on base, as did the Padres, 13 men on base. Very close, well-played baseball game. That's a tough one right there. But a sweep is a sweep. And, oh my goodness. So, let's break up the Phillies. So, this is what happened to the Phils. They, one of their tenants in the National League East, the Pittsburgh Pirates, were relocated to a different division. And the Cincinnati Reds were in the same division with the Pirates, and the Dodgers were all alone out west. So the Reds beat down on the Pirates, the '79 World Series representative. The Padres knocked the Dodgers out by sweeping them at the end of the regular season, knocking out the '78 and '77 World Series representatives. And then the Padres and Randy Jones swept the Reds, the 1976 World Series representative. So the Phillies had all the competition in the National League wiped out before facing the Padres and finishing them off in 4 straight. So the devil's in the details. The Phils did not have to go against the Pirates, Reds, or Dodgers in the National League Championship Series, paving the way for them to get to a World Series before 1980, the year that the Phils would get incredible seasons from Mike Schmidt, Steve Carlton, and Tug McGraw, not to mention a good Big McBride and Manny Trio card in '80. So the Phils will get to the World Series sooner than expected. Let's look at the overall standings here. The Phillies are now 25-12, winning 67% of their games. You see that the Reds, after getting swept 3 straight, fall to 6-13 baseball. And after that 4-game sweep, the Padres, the streaky Padres, finished just a couple games over 500, which is astonishing. They three in a row against the Dodgers, a 4th in a row against the Astros, 3 more against the Reds, so they won 7, then lost 4. Just think, this team was a game under 500 before the final weekend of the regular season, and that's how their season ends. Wow. Well, that's it from the National League Championship Series. Congratulations to the Phillies. Also, special congratulations to the Padres for making this a wonderful run. And coming up, we'll have the American League Championship Series featuring the Red Sox and Royals. Thanks for checking out the video. We'll see you next time.